Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another sneak peek, closer look, whatever you want to call it, at the new Brickmania Vault. So once again, just of you who might be new to this, the Brickmania Vault opens the first Thursday of every month and will remain open until most of the stuff in there is sold out. Usually it's full of exclusive items, display models, stuff like this white box kit over here, as well as a couple of other odds and ends. But we're taking a look at this month's new rundown, loadout, whatever you want to call it, and it's pretty sizable, just like last time. So let's Dan, you want to start down on your end with the Hetzer, and we'll just work our way down the line?
Sure. We do have a Hetzer. It doesn't come with a minifigure or anything. It's basically the kit built. This is a display model, came out of one of our stores. I think it's the DC store, okay. The Capitol store. It's a full-on Hetzer, comes with instructions. You do get one of the vintage Brickmania magazines with it. We did find some. I did some cleaning during the shutdown. I had a little bit extra time on my hands.
Sure.
I cleaned out the warehouse and found some extra magazines, so we're going to be giving those away. So if it's in the picture, you'll get it. In this case, you do get one. Just about everything on this table comes with a picture. So. Or comes
a zine, yeah,
comes
right.
with
A builder zine, which are cool. These are super vintage. I haven't even seen these in my time here, I don't think.
Yeah, no, we stopped. We stopped doing these and started doing the full size ones, and then we stopped doing them all together. So. This is how it started. So these are cool. We did several years. So number one goes way back. And yeah.
Well, it's cool too because you're getting something that, I mean, a lot of these, especially down on your end, are already kind of throwback kits. So now you get a throwback magazine in it too. It really is like owning a part of the start of where Brickmania is.
This one's from 2017, so it's a few years old already.
Quite the throwback. So moving on from the Hetzer there, though, I think that model sitting next to you is probably one of the examples of. If I could buy a Brickmania kit and have it sent to me already built and stickered, that would be one of the kits that I would love to
It is completely stickered, yes. This is the Panzer III, this is Ausf M-N. If you were to buy this, originally you'd have to buy the actual base model, right. And then the extra, these plastic, these aren't paper, they're actually printed
PVC,
plastic.
right?
Yeah, mm-hmm. Sheet PVC and then cut. Side skirts, the shirts, and then the turret and the side skirts, and then it's a massive sticker sheet, several stickers, and somebody went through the painstaking trouble of putting all of them on, and instead of stickers covering seams, every tile has its own sticker.
Professionally done stickers, to say the least.
So, and I should point out, these also do come with a certificate, and the point of the certificate is that it is basically telling you that it is an official Brickmania model. It came out of one of our stores. It's not like we just grabbed a bunch of pieces from our collection and built a model because we had extra instructions. You do get the actual original instructions, but you get the model and the certificate to prove that it's not just somebody making bootlegs or something like that.
Right.
So.
Well, and the cool thing about something like that too is obviously the add-on pack, because of the stickers that you need for it, you're going to have trouble trying to replicate that if you're going to do it yourself. But you get the instructions for the original Panzer as well. And so if you wanted to use that to get yourself your own bricks to build one without the add-on pack, it's kind of like getting a 2-for-1, at least instructions-wise, with the Brickmania Vault.
If you wanted to make the early war Panzer III, you've got the instructions there. This is a later war version with all the extras.
And of course, a builder zine.
Right, yeah, you get a builder zine.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
So moving on, these next two here actually come with some boxes, but they still get all the...
we got the Jeep here.
Sorry, I can't even see it on the other side of the
Jeep is tiny.
Yeah,
so this is like one of our... We used to call this like the beginner builder Jeep or something. It's had so many names. This is basically a figure in a Jeep. This one is just an airborne guy. So it's airborne in a Jeep. I mean, that's how old it is. I think we've come out with iterations with the 801st Airborne and stuff. But I don't know how this escaped never going out on auction.
It's a 21 level kit. Yeah, I don't know either. Probably just so small. I missed it.
Well, I think it's just like we have multiples of these things sitting around. Like, oh, wait, why do we have 4 of these? Let's put one in the queue to get rid of it.
Sure.
So, we've made thousands of this kit. It's just like a place set in a box. You get a custom printed figure, custom printed tile, brick arms, M1919, and it's the vehicle, and it's all in one. This is what we'd consider like a kid's toy that Brickmania made. So everything, cool. Kids for actual kids. Everything else is more kids for grown-up kids. Kids for grown-up kids.
But yeah, definitely a really playable model too. And also one of the few models you see that's that size that has some actual like Lego bricks in it. Because usually it's all just the tiles and plates and stuff. But that's got some.
There's some stud showing.
Yeah, right, exactly. So that's kind of cool. Definitely brings back that. I think the BKM numbers in the 2100s. You can definitely tell.
Well, I think actually this was made when we were still doing 200s. The mini kits were the first kits to get the two. There's like the first 30. It's like 2001 through 2000. 2030 are all mini kits, and they were actually in conjunction when we were still doing like 200, 201, 202.
Wow.
So that was actually, these are from like the first 1,000 or first 100 World War II kits. So that's how old this model is.
There you go. So some serious throwback in mini kit form.
Yeah. So this is
awesome.
we did a 2195. We did a little bit of a reboot of it when we had to change the packaging style from the white box to the black box. But it's essentially the same model. That is a vintage Brickmania kit.
That is a super throwback Jeep. Moving on from there, though, we have the Stewart.
M5 Stewart?
Yeah,
M5A1.
Stewart. So that one comes with, it looks like it's got its instructions, got some cards, got a builder zine once again, and then also comes with the box.
Yeah, because after a while we're like, hey, we're sending all these things out to stores and eventually we're going to get them back. Let's start saving the boxes. So we didn't save that many of them, but because now we're like smart, we don't put them in boxes. We had to, it was when we opened GHQ and then opened Capital, we had to actually make more display models. So the only way to make them was to open kits up and build them. So we have the boxes for the Stewart, and then the next one there being the Panzer IV House of G.
Right.
So
both of those are very highly requested return kits. So, but obviously we're in our track link situation right now. Plus, I mean, I'm sure that everyone would like a new crack at maybe redesigning that stuff. So we're going to move past it.
Move on to something else. I think the next we'll go back to the M3 Stewart. So I want to hit some of the early, especially the early, the North Africa campaign, stuff like that. So it would have a different model of both the Stewart and a different model of both the Panzer IV. So I want to get a chance to go back and do some early war stuff. So these will come back someday, something similar. But for now, they're retired, and the only way you're going to get them is through the vault or
very
eBay
cool.
or wherever. Take your chances.
Well, and then I think that Panzer IV is a really good example of, we were talking about this before we started filming, of why the vault certificate and all of the bells and whistles that you get with your vault item are important, because that one doesn't have any stickers on it.
It does not.
Right. So there is a wide possibility for bootleg there. But we're in a situation here where we want to give these to people who want to directly support Brickmania, and so we want to give you everything with it that makes it legit. And that's a great example of something where it will be legit. Yeah,
and you tell when somebody's selling you a bootleg when it doesn't come with original instructions or original anything. So of course we get the certificate again, the original instructions, you get the box, and this one, and a lot of these do, whenever we have them, we actually will take the display signs from the store if we still have them. A lot of times they come back from the stores, and we will throw them in just so you have the full package. And it's not just a regular kit. This has been on display. It's been sitting in front of people for a year or more, and doesn't mean it's dusty or anything. We put everything in glass display cases. So it's been there. It's an authentic Brickmania display model built from a kit.
Well, and if it gives you the opportunity to display something, obviously when you're making a purchase from the Brickmania vault, you're doing it because you gotta have it, and there's one of these available right now, and we've only done 2 vaults, but at the same time the quantity is super limited. And so if you want to be able to display it similar to how it would be displayed in our stores, you have that opportunity pretty much exclusively through the Brickmania vault to be able to do that. So that's really, really cool. Moving on, we have the first F-35 that Cody built, right? The F-35B. Now we did the C model and we got the A one in the pipeline. But this is the throwback. So maybe some of you who are new to joining the OCEL Aircraft Guild, whatever you want to call it now, the cult following that has arrived from that, you have your shot to get the first F-35 with more moving parts, opening hatches, and printed elements than I can even count.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. So this is a pretty early model for Cody. So actually, by Cody standards, it's actually pretty rough, I guess.
Sure.
So it's still a great model. We do have the C model out now, but this is the only way you're going to get a B model, which of course is the VTOL, the vertical takeoff and landing version, flown by the Marines. We haven't made this for several years now.
Right, it's been a while.
I was actually surprised when I opened up a cupboard and found this sitting in there, like a display model, like, hey, what is this being stashed away? But if you remember, there was a time when we were working on licenses, we actually had to remove stuff from our shelves while we were like, hey, we're in negotiation to get licenses. As Lockheed Martin was one of them, so we stashed everything away, and now here it is. This is a display model seeing the light of day again.
So now you have your chance to get a hold of the F-35B. One lucky person who wants to complete their collection. Good luck on that. This is a really cool one too. Moving next to it, we've got the Bricksmith Shop here. So this was a limited run that we did for the 20th anniversary, correct?
Last year.
And really after maybe we did 2 or 3 runs, but then after that it was kind of like a promotional item, gift for close friends, something that we held pretty close to Brickmania.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really available, but now we've got one left.
Right, we do. And we made some for the public, and when they were gone, we held the rest. I think the Brickmania employees each got one.
Right.
And with 20 years of Brickmania, and then there's a couple kicking around here and there, and this one came back from one of the stores, and it's commemorative. They're all actually serial numbered, which we don't.
Which leads me to point this out. So this is kind of cool. So this one may have survived the test of time, but it is still one of the first 50 produced, which means it is number 47 in the original batch, which is really cool considering the fact that I don't know how many we've done exactly, but not all of them were available to the public.
I think we went up to 200.
Okay, fair enough, but still part of the original 50. Now you have a chance if you missed out on that and want a little bit of Brickmania heritage, the throwback to the true origins of where it got started.
There was I think we only sold half of them online. The only way you could get the other ones were they were donated to charity auctions, things like that. So, or you worked here.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, there's not that many of that kit out there.
Yeah, that was a really cool release, and kind of is meant for those people who have been following Brickmania since the beginning. So a cool little homage that'll fit well on your desk at work. Much better on your desk at work than this next absolute beast, which I know a lot of people are probably going to be heartbroken to see this in the vault, because that means it is not going to be produced anymore. But hey, one lucky person, if you want to get a shot at the last one, now you'll have a chance to get the new Tiger 2.
That's right, and that goes to the whole thing. Like if we say we're only going to make limited edition of it, we're only going to make limited edition. I suppose it could potentially come out as a
fan poll or something.
Yes, but we're not. The fan poll's a fan poll. That we still usually only make 1 or 2 batches of the fan poll if we ever do that. So it would never be on display in the stores again. But yeah, This is Cody's King Tiger. He rebuilt my King Tiger to update the camouflage.
Love the camouflage.
Yeah,
just beautiful. Printed elements all over the place. Stickers, custom minifig, custom 3D printed hat with the minifig.
I'm not an expert on the German camouflage, but there's basically 2 or 3 different themes, and this is the other one. We've done the ambush camouflage quite a bit. We've done these sort of early war splotchy or mid-war splotchy camouflage.
Sure.
And that's really late war. You'll see this like dark ochre, red, dark green, and it's like it's dunkelgelb. It's like dark tan.
Yeah, the colors match perfectly, and then it's just an intimidating mod. You get that brick arms barrel, that muzzle brake on there, and all the details. I think there's even some stuff going on in the interior of this one. I mean, check out the designer's desk if you need to, but don't wait to pull the trigger because there is only one available here. But check it out once you if you're the lucky person to grab it and just see what you're in for, because this was a heck of a release and a very popular build. So good luck to you on that. And then finally, perhaps the most unique item in this vault.
Right.
Where did you find this?
That went to a customer on the other side of the planet. Lost for years, came back to us. One of those like postal miracles.
Sure, fair enough.
Yeah, it survived. That's original white box kit. We haven't made a white box kit since 2017.
It's still autographed by Cody. Imagine how old that autograph is right there.
So that was back in the day. There's probably a certificate inside of there too. So black boxes back then, that was a special kit because if it has a white cover, that was in the era when all of our kits came with white boxes, and the black boxes were considered like, hey, this is a special up class model, upsell. It has actually a brick arms, the gun the little gun for the
back here?
Yeah, it's like the tail gun for it. Is actually a unique brick arms that was only available in this kit.
Oh,
so. If you're looking at like I want some rare stuff, that is not only a rare kit, but the gun in there is a one-of-a-kind brick arms item you cannot get anywhere else.
Very, very cool. Well, and as we were kind of saying with the display models, we're including the vault certificates because that adds a level of authenticity to let you know that you have directly supported Brickmania. You don't need that with this because
that's
this
the real
puppy
deal.
is still sealed. This thing is like you would have bought it off the shelf in a Brickmania store, except it hasn't been available for years.
Yeah, it was sealed up 2017 and it's still sealed. Maybe 26. I don't know. There's probably a date on there somewhere. But yeah, that's an old kit. That's vintage.
So I just have one request of the person who picks this up. please make sure you also pick up the micro brick battle version of the Sturmovik. I want to see the two of them next to each other once you've completed your build. So that'll be really, really cool. So that is the lineup for the Brickmania Vault releasing, remember, Thursday, so that'll be tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp. I'll be coordinating the launch, so I will be watching all of these items go live and seeing who's able to snag them first. So be ready for that. The easiest way to get first access to that will be the email, because we will be sending that out directly. There'll be one link. It'll take you right to the page, and you'll have all the stuff open in front of you. So please, please, please. I know we had some people last time who, when the social media posts went out, they were like, everything's gone. It's because we send the email out first. So pay attention to that. Get on that.
Get on the mailing list.
That is how you get access to the vault. Sometimes you can roll the dice with the new releases or pre-orders and still wait for the social media post, but for the vault, it helps you to be on the email. So anything else you want to say about these?
Well, I think the stuff that's not here, we are going to throw some items up on the vault that are a little bit more mundane. They're not like super ancient or super rare or something like that. They're not display copies. So we will periodically throw some stuff on the vault. I think we'll do it on Vault Day.
Yep.
So it won't be like, hey, it's
random vaults.
Yeah. We'll do it on the first Thursday, but we will throw some other things up. There won't be huge quantities or anything. This is really the most rare stuff, but you will find some other stuff that we'll be putting up. And
sure.
It's kind of like as we do, we're actually doing a lot of house cleaning kind of stuff at Brickmania. So there's some unique items that we're going to be putting up that. Maybe not this week. We might save them for a future Vault date, but just stay tuned. It's not just going to always be display models. There'll be other things too.
Yeah, the Vault is definitely the category that the first Thursday of the month you want to be double checking, because you never know exactly what will drop there. Me and Dan will try to do our best to always have these videos out a day before so you can see a little bit of the preview of what's going on. But at the same time, it's kind of whatever cool stuff we find. It's not like we want to just sit on that stuff. So we will release it. So pay attention to that. And good luck.
We have a lot of stuff. We've accumulated a lot of things. Since we can't do the charity auction this year at World War Brick, a lot of the stuff, like, well, let's just do something with it now.
Sure.
And we'll have cool stuff for World War Brick when we're able to do that again.
Yeah, which we are very excited for 2021. But that is all for now, so make sure to check out the Brickmania Vault. Once again, 8 a.m. sharp, our time, Central CST, I think is how you say it, tomorrow morning. So make sure to check that out, and good luck.